probably back off. I don't really want them to get into melee range. How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastrical and of course we are back in the wonderful world of Rimworld. What's the plan for today? I'm glad you asked, party people. Oh boy am I glad you asked. Now, first of all, we'll have to address my upbeat mood since the colony isn't in utter despair. It's just pure magnificent, like, it's beautiful. Like, this is foreshadowing for like 5 minutes time when everything goes to hell. But until hell reaches us, we are living the dream. So yes, what is the plan? I think the plan possibly or probably for today is steel and components. It's the only thing we're really lacking. Like, we've got a field of corn here, which is crazy. We'll have to haul it. Hopefully they'll start to do that on their own. We'll make sure good is actually prioritising hauling over the other things. But our freezer is looking good. It's looking good. Even the drug situation's going really good. We're producing quite a lot. We still are going to move this Pinky's Many Friends. We'll have a look at that in a minute. We still move this drug. I suppose we could move the drug lab now. Let's just move it. It's just more convenient for it to be down here. Maybe down the line we'll want, obviously, 2 kitchen stations, so we might just make this bigger, move the drug lab again. But I think for our setup at the moment, it's just going to be much better that getting moved over, so that's perfect. Let's have a look at this quick quest. She admits she... Now they're both chasing her. Begs for safety. Sadly, we can't find anything else about her. So, the raid isn't the problem because obviously we've got the kill box. So, the problem is we don't have an extra bed if a colonist was to join us. So I think instead of running before we walk, let's get the basics down. So what I mean by that is we do still need steel. We do need still need to get components. Let's just make sure that our stockpiles are brimmed to the full. Maybe start even thinking about bedrooms, that sort of stuff, and then get back onto the accepting as many quests as possible because I really liked what we done early. Let's get this on speed 3 while we're going through story time. I really do like what we did early game, don't get me wrong. We're accepting a lot more quests, doing a lot more dangerous things. However, that did impact us negatively because we weren't getting enough like time with growing and stuff like that. So I actually would like to just make sure everything's going good. Talking about good, can we haul just a bit more of this corn? Because as we were looking through... No, don't consume. As we were looking through, there was a few that were nearly deteriorating. I don't mind losing a few, but obviously we don't want to lose a lot. Which then obviously opens the door for us. Basically saying, well, we do need more people to be able to haul. But I don't think now is the right time, so I hope you understand, like, the thinking that I'm putting behind this. Yes, I know it's a shock, but I do think. So we've got new lovers. Alpin and Smarty are new lovers. Well, this changes the game. It's Alpin and Smarty, so Alpin and Smarty are in that one. Therefore, we have a free bed. So therefore, no, let's stick with the plan. That means we've got 1 free bed for when the time comes. Let's not, because otherwise I'll accept the quest. It's going to be 2 big raids, and yes, the bugs will deal with it, but they'll also deal with us as well. Let's just make sure we can get stuff up, and you know, the walls aren't exactly up in here, so we don't want to then lose power again. Otherwise, we're sort of like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. So, you know, we've got the drug situation, I think, under control. I think we all agree in the comments that I've got the drug policy a lot better than what we had before. But that's fine. You live, you learn. Obviously, we're good hauling for a little bit. That means he's not going to be crafting blocks and stuff. Let's get Alpin doing a little bit of hauling. Because otherwise we're going to lose more corn than what it's actually worth. The hill root situation. Alpin, what is your growing? It is 11, so you can grow hill root. I wonder if it's just because obviously there's too much to grow with him having to harvest and everything himself. Okay, something to keep in mind. The freezer situation, it might be the case. I do think we've got too much growing zones. But I think we'll leave it for the next corn harvest. And let's see if this corn harvest will get us through to the next one. And then we'll potentially get rid of this. And either put trees down here or maybe build more bedrooms down here. Let me know down below what you fancy. Okay, Stomp, what are you doing? You're coming down to rest. Okay. We probably will just wall this off and just keep this as a big dumping stockpile. I like the idea of that. Which could mean eventually we might have another little room in here where we do art and that sort of stuff. Maybe that would be a little bit more productive. But I suppose it's not a crazy amount of time. Maybe we could just build another entrance down here. I think that's the only thing we have to do, is some things are a little bit awkward to get to. We do need to build another hallway down here. But I think the next priority is when Stomp wakes up in the morning going to get steel and components. Saying that, we have got a little bit of 92 steel, so it's nothing groundbreaking, but we've still got that we've got to destroy. We could do that today, to be fair. Have we still got grenades? You haven't. You haven't. Did we lose our grenades? That's a bit sad. Okay. Other than that, we're... I always say it, and I don't mean to keep repeating myself. I don't do it on purpose. Okay, we've got a raid anyway. Probably about time. They're going to attack from multiple positions. So we're going to tell everyone to stay inside. Okay, no one's up there, which is good. I'm hoping they don't obviously beeline to our wind turbines. I'm going to have Good draft him and then just stand him in the doorway. Let's make sure... Okay, just making sure he didn't have a gun and he wasn't going to shoot at will. Are they preparing for a while? Is that what I read? No, they will use sappers. Okay. This is the only real test of the base, is how... So I'm just getting Alpin to stand in this door so they have an open way to get into the colony. The reason why I've got him standing there is because I'm going to pay attention this time and then move him out of the way. So let's go for a little speed free. Okay, they're coming down there, so they're going to get destroyed by the bugs. These look like they might come for this bit here. So what we should do is actually get everyone equipped in guns. Okay, we need to up gun production. Okay, Stomp, what you can do is actually you can have a shield belt and you can be with Alpin. Alpin, you don't even have a sword. Okay, what I will do then is actually just get you to equip that knife. We're going to turn this smelter back on. And then we want 2 gladiuses at any point. Simple helmets will then start being made again. Okay, so that was my bad, my bad. I was saying that, we can turn that into a cotton field. Yeah, I think we do that. I don't want to hold off. I think actually getting cotton so we can actually start making stuff will be more important. Hopefully it's a big enough cotton field. It should be, it should be. Right. So, sorry for the wide screens. It's more these. I'm curious if they're going to come here, so let's just get equipped. Just so we are ready for a fight. You know, they are tribesmen, so I'm not too worried. They do outnumber us quite a lot, though. That's the only problem. So there we go. So the first tribes are attacking the bugs, so that's perfect. It's these cheeky little ones here. Okay, the bugs are already starting to move over. Which isn't good. Okay, them tribesmen are done. Now watching these at the bottom. To be fair, we could probably take them out. Problem is we will end up... I'm just watching that bug up there. Please. Okay, I'm just going to leave our... He's going to come down. He's going to destroy that wind turbine. See, look, there's something in their system because they always destroy that one. Okay. Let's gather the crew. Let's draft them like down here. Okay, they came in very, very quickly, so let's all draft them in here. Okay, luckily... Okay, only 95. We need to sort out that wall light. Okay, where are they coming? Right, let's grab the whole crew. Let's just get everyone down here, because I'm curious to see if they're going to come through that wooden door. And if they are, they're going to come through them pretty quickly. More concerned about... Alpin and Stomp taking too much damage, especially in melee. I mean, good, you can take that corner. Smarty, I just need you to speed up, my man. Right. Luckily, we've got them. That's a really good shot from Good. Luckily, we've got them in a real, like, bottleneck here. It's just the melee, too, that I'm more concerned about. Alpin, can you burden? No. Yeah, it's because he's not meditating enough. He's not really getting it up. Right, there we go. He's down. So let's move these two up. And then melee attack him. Probably back off. I don't really want them to get into melee range. The reason why I'm being a bit more cautious is because I don't want to come out of this with like, any injuries, really. Because especially us being in the jungle, we found out... I wondered what that glow was. It's like a glow there. Just because, especially being in the jungle, getting infections and whatnot really cripples us. And especially with him shooting these two people with the shield belts. Is this person even worth capturing? Because we do actually have a spare bed. Undergrounder, sadly, otherwise you'd probably be okay. We'll strip him just to get his clothes. Not that he's got anything of... A wooden war mask that looks like a bear. That's pretty cool. Hey, we've got flop hats. They've got war masks. Oh my god, this is the longest fight ever. I know we're being cautious, but... At this point, Alpin, you might as well, might as well have a meal. Chill. Gonna have to do like a slave colony. It's not very wholesome, but... Because you can actually put like slaves to work now in Rimworld. I think you could before. I talk more about the vanilla game. I know you can do like all sorts of stuff with mods and stuff. Yeah, well, this is the most epic fight in the whole of Rimworld, and now they're running away. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Handled that extraordinarily well. So yes, Sappers are a problem, so we will have to think about how we're going to maintain that. Obviously, a big Sappers squad, we could have just come down here, shot them with a rifle, lured them round, so it's not impossible. It's just something we have to bear in mind. Like, with them 3 people, we can take them. That being said... Yeah, no. I was just about to say we could wall this off so they can't come that way, but obviously they're Sappers, so... This is a bit redundant. Okay, Stomp is... Stomp. Is there enough resource? No, there's not. Okay, Good is wearing a parka, which I'm extraordinarily disappointed at because it's like... Oh, no, it's... Yeah, no, it's 41 degrees outside. What are you doing, man? Take that parka off. Jeez. So it does show the power of this kill box, obviously. I know we keep saying it, but getting the walls up a little bit more will just be absolutely perfect. Let's get Good back on crafting, I think. I think that'll be perfect. There we go. So the drug bench has been moved, which is awesome. Just mean a little bit more productivity. What I will then say is we are going to allow drugs. We're going to have to make this a little bit bigger. So all drugs, let's just put in here. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, let's make it a little bit bigger. Don't want to make it too big. Yeah, let's make it a little bit bigger there. And then we can put another door there, perhaps. Okay. Saying that, we do need another hallway down here, so I could just plop that in there, and then we can have, let's say, like 2 doors. So, like, door there. Because this is just for ease, really. And then 2 doors at the back. Yep, 2 doors there, 2 doors there, 2 doors there. So that creates like a thing where obviously the cold air won't come out. And then a little bit of a bigger stockpile because we're getting to the point where we need this to be a little bit bigger. And then we have potential to push it back. I don't want to push it back too much because I don't want Sappers to start trying to come through here because it will just create problems. See, this is the point, like, we go to make steel, like, that's the plan. It never happens, it never happens. Good tried to convert Smarty. I paused just as a tortoise self-tamed. We will get rid of it. Good tried to... So Spencer is part of... how is he getting along? We haven't even looked. But I need to have it on recruit. I always do this by mistake. So recruit will naturally reduce resistance and then recruit the person. Having it on reduce resistance just does that. It doesn't start recruiting. Resistance is still extraordinarily high. Resistance is a bit lower on you. But you know, you're still at 60% before you come over to our way. So it is a longer way to recruit people by doing this. But I think in order to keep people in our ideology, this is the quicker way, especially with our ideology not being obviously the top of the food chain at the moment. We need to get back to it. This is what we came to do. This is just like, you know, there was a coup. The religious people tried to take over, and we're coming back strong. But yeah, it's just really nice that everything's getting done, I have to admit. But that's why we need to be a little bit more picky with who we're taking. So obviously, with all that being said about that other quest, actually we have got 2 prisoners here that are potentially going to be recruited. Telesma, that's definitely how you pronounce it. You know, constructor, cooker, miner, intellectual. Then we've got Spencer. You know, we've got some good people here. We have got some good people here. And let me have a look. So we've got careful shooter, too smart, kind, perfect, chemical fascination, asexual. Like, they're pretty perfect stuff to have. So let me just make sure, yeah, nothing bad happens for smoke leaf joints coming in here. It's a bit weird, but, you know, it doesn't matter in the slightest. Storage, this is normal priority. This is important. So if they can't go in there, they'll go in here. But, yeah, just for now, they're going to go into the freezer. We could make shelves in here, I suppose, to put them on. That might be a little bit better. But it's more just the ease. So, like, when you make them, because the smoke leaf plants, the psychedelic leaves, they all need to stay in the freezer. So it makes productivity sense to then have the drug lab right next door. Alright, Smarty back to cooking. Love to see it, love to see it. Stomp is living like his best life. So let's get you... Okay, you're building limestone wall. Let's change that. You're going to dig at that steel. Have we got any, like, near us? Oh, that's going to get deteriorated. Might have good to haul that now. Okay, so Stomp's going to mine at that. Then I'm going to get Stomp holding left shifts to get that other component. Okay, is there anything else nearby? Like, not super near, is it? Okay, let's just get that done for the time being. Just making sure everyone's in the right zones. I do need to destroy this because it's killing lots of stuff. We do have steel down here worth noting, so what I could actually do... Have I put our zone back? Okay, the zone is back, so when we get around to it, we will go down there. Okay, Alpen hasn't got a headpiece. I think that's because we don't have cloth, though. That's the problem. Okay, this... so, yeah, cloth, yeah. Lots of monkeys. Some steel over here. I suppose we can deconstruct all that. So for us to get to the point where we're deconstructing... Oh, there is some steel up here. For us to get to the point where we're deconstructing, all the construction jobs have to be finished first. That's how the vanilla like prioritizes it. I couldn't think of the word then. Okay, so then we'll have some of this. So then... No, let's let good catch up on... I imagine you're cutting blocks and whatnot. You're smelting metal from slag, which is just as important, because then that gets us like 15 steel a pop, so happy with that. Stomp doubling this wall now. I wish you'd just build that, but it's my fault for starting to double the wall. And my stubbornness from refusing to like remove it like as we're talking. So yeah, I think cloth's the next thing, so then we can get to the point where obviously we're making, just soon we've got tattered apparel and stuff like that, so that'll start to make people a little bit negative. What we could always do if this cornfield is too big, we can always obviously cut it down a little bit, put some other stuff in, but I'm happy with it for the time being. We'll get to this mining at some point, probably when we get some more recruits, because then jobs are just going to get done a lot quicker. I do know these doors are going to be built, but you know me, I like waiting for a problem to become a real problem. Which actually, if we get mad animals, Stomp, can you just build these 2 wooden doors quickly? Because actually saying that, this is the turning over of a new leaf, party people. We're coming in strong. We're coming in hard. We're coming like your nana on holiday, gonna get that sunburn. We're gonna do it. Yeah, we actually had quite a lot of wood. I'm glad you guys said in the comments about hauling all that, because obviously we're going to get to a point where this will disappear. But no, blocks are being made, drugs are being made. Like, we look quite good. Where's the drug tab? Okay, there we go. So we've got 8 flake, 10 smoke leaf. That's fine. Like, are we up to date on our drugs? Yeah, we're up to date on our drugs. We don't make tons, just because we're a small colony. So we make small amounts so then we can do more tasks. Because as we found early on, they're still spawning bugs. I can still hear them. Like, should we have a quick bug count? So mega spiders 51. 58 of them, and then the babies 69. Okay, so I think there is a few less, but there's still like, yeah, over 150. Close end of 200, so well, hey. And obviously this flooring needs to get done, but we did a little bit of mining today, so I'm happy with that. Stomp's asleep, so I won't bother him. It's the problem, because it takes Stomp so long to mine. Mining too much will cripple us quite a lot. But prisoners having simple meals works lovely. And we fine meals. Like, we've got a nice blend of everything. The only good thing about having so much food is obviously getting rid of the cornfield. There is obviously a long wait till the next harvest, so it's not too cray-cray, as the kids say. I don't know why I keep talking to the kids. I think I'm being cool and I'm really not. Okay, this is getting blocked, but our batteries are doing well. Stomp is doing every bit of the wall before he does this bit. But we are starting to double wall this, and this needs big protection. It does. Like, eventually, Tantrum Spencer. It's because he's not on drugs. Okay. Sorry about that, Spencer. If I could give you drugs, I would. I love to share. And then Smarty make it... Oh, look, we're getting... Production's going well. Have we got people like ready on Taylor? We don't. We don't even have... Saying that, we don't have the material to do it anyway. No, saying that, we do have the material to make the head... No, I think Alpen's thing is cloth, isn't it? Head wrap. Cloth, yeah. So we need cloth. So yeah, Alpen will get to it. Might need good to maybe help with the growing, just to offset that. I would like a little bit more steel, as we did obviously want to do quite a lot. Having a look at Stomp's mood, soaking wet, Sinner corpse. Is that all these here? It might be that one. Okay. So good. What are you doing today? I think we're going to put good on... That's Smarty. I think we're going to put good on hauling. As long as we keep shifting goods, we can keep up with stuff. Yep, and then he'll get rid of all the corpses and stuff. Yeah, I was about to tell him to prioritise that, but he's doing that all on his own. I probably could shut all this off, so at least then people aren't going to see it unless they actually physically go in. But might need to actually... Sadly, we can't just move this, because otherwise when we build this, we could just shove it inside. And then have dead bodies in here, so at least then only one person's getting sad with it. Just in a gap in the wall there. Don't know if the bugs went through that last time, but that's something we're going to have to plug up fairly quickly. Yeah. As always, I'm always shocked it's going so well. No, I'm trying to get better for you boys and girls. I'm trying to get better. You want to be proud of your boy. I think I'm doing a good job. Talking about good job, let's have good on cleaning, so... Because the episode's coming to an end, so at least when we start next time, good's going to get straight onto the cleaning montage. As stuff is obviously getting desperate. Not desperate. Desperate's not the right word. Cargo pods. B. Cloth. Survival meals. Okay. There would have been cheat in the comment and all sorts of cloth would have jumped there. Like, I have to start doing that, trying to guess the events as they come down. Yeah, Good's actually getting a little bit of cleaning done now. I suppose he's got a few hours before sleep, saying that he's just about to go to sleep. So resistance on Spencer is now down to 11.7, not crazy. And Tillersma is taking a while to be converted to us, but he'll get there. He'll get there. Help and growing, he will need help with growing. I think one more day. To be fair, I reckon halfway through, I'm going to forget this by next episode, but halfway through the next bit of cleaning Good does, then Good actually can start helping with growing. Okay, we're getting the corn down. We're getting the cloth down now, which would be really, really nice. I'm happy to waste all that rice. It's not a massive deal. We've got over 1,500 in veggies. Hoping it will tide us through to the next cornfield. Unless there's a big corn blight. But hey, that is not our problem. That is future Tasastical's problem. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.